were on a neighborhood stroll when Martha Ann saw the liberal neighbors. She used an expletive and called them fascists. Justice Alito, who was present, said nothing. And that is when the female neighbor responded with a vulgarity toward Mrs. Alito. Justice Alito has denied any responsibility for the flag flying in his front yard, just feet from the front door of his home, which he presumably exits and enters every single day. And today, in two new letters to members of Congress, he rejected calls to recuse himself on both January 6th cases while blaming mean old Martha Ann. In typically defiant and indignant tones, he writes, "My wife is a private citizen, and she possesses the same First Amendment rights as every other American. She makes her own decisions, and I have always respected her right to do so. I am confident that a reasonable person who is not motivated by political or ideological considerations or a desire to affect the outcome of Supreme Court cases would conclude that the facts recounted above do not meet the applicable standard for recusal." As for the Appeal to Heaven flag outside their New Jersey home, that flag, repurposed as a symbol of support for Donald Trump, was flown during the January 6th insurrection. That flag, Alito, shoves Martha Ann under the bus again, saying the vacation house is in her name, and adding, "My wife is fond of flying flags. I am not." Joining me now with thoughts is Melissa Murray, NYU law professor and MSNBC legal analyst. Thoughts, my friend?
Okay, there's a lot here. Let me go through it. First of all, this letter is nominally addressed to Congress. It is a giant double-fingered FU to the American public. This man is not simply saying he is not fond of flying flags, but his wife is. He's basically trolling Americans who know that he is the author of Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, the decision that withdrew the constitutional right to an abortion that Roe versus Wade established. He wrote that decision, and he says not once, not twice, but 3 times. He refers to his wife as a private citizen who's in possession of rights that allow her to, quote unquote, make decisions that he has always honored and respects her choices to do so. Again, this is the same man who withdrew from millions of American women the right to make decisions about their own body. This is a trolling letter, a giant FU to the American public. He does not dispute the fact that the flags flew upside down at their home in Fairfax County, nor does he dispute that the flag, the Appeal to Heaven flag, was flying at their vacation home in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. Instead, he just says she did it.
It's her problem.
And I can't control her. That's the best part of this. What is going on among these conservative justices where they cannot seem to control their own wives? Clarence can't stop Ginny Thomas from texting Mark Meadows in the middle of an insurrection. Justice Alito can't seem to stop Martha Ann from flying the American flag upside down at their home. But nonetheless, they have decided that they are going to write opinions that seek to control every other American woman.
And
what is going on
and
here?
They're going to now essentially